What's up, traders? It's Matt with Conservative Trades. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Hope everybody's ending the week on a green note. That's always a good way to go into the weekend. I am up $329.20 today. It was a long day and had a lot of fun today in the live stream. We stream live on this channel every single day, Monday through Friday, that is, starting roughly around 9 a.m. I did get in a little late this morning, but we had a great day. And this is the first time that I've pretty much stayed in the market just about all day on the live stream. This is the longest live stream I think I've ever done. It was well worth it. It was just one of those days. I mean, I didn't really have anything else going on today. And so it was just kind of a good day to, just kind of hang out with everybody and answer questions and even get some good feedback from some of the guys in the chat. We have a lot of really, really cool guys that have been coming through and even sharing their knowledge. And I've been learning from them. And we've all, I think, just been kind of learning from each other. So it's been really good. I'll go over the trades real briefly today. As you can see, INO just continues to kick my butt constantly. I can't get a good read on this stock. And that was kind of one of the things that we were talking about in the chat today. Nobody can figure this stock out. I mean, it just makes irrational moves. And I mean, look at all these wicks. And you think it's going in one direction, it'll break through all key moving averages, it'll come back. You'll think it's going to get a retest, break high of days. It ends up falling. And I think my first trade actually was right here. And I think this one put me down a little bit on the day. And then I obviously took some more trades here, put me down even further. I think at one point I was down like $200 on the day. So basically fought back from that legitimately, and so earned some of that back, but thankfully was able to make a little bit of money on some of these other stocks here. AMD, DRAD, I'll just pull that one up real quick. I can't remember what the deal was with this one, but let's see. I honestly don't even remember what I did. Obviously I shorted, or wait, no, did I buy? I think I bought and then sold, and then when it popped back up to break this candle, I think I bought again and then sold all the way up here. Sold, yeah. And so that was a decent trade, almost $100. Probably spent no more than 8 minutes in that stock. AMD was a little whippy out the gates. I had gotten short, averaged in all the way up here. It came down here, and there was at one point where I was up. I mean, I could have taken, I don't know, maybe almost $200. I was up almost $200 on it, but I was waiting for this move that actually happened here. And so when it popped up, I had to get out. I mean, it's just my rules. I had to get out. I said, I'll get out if it breaks this. And I did. And then it finally flushed all the way down. And so then I get back in it down here and I start shorting it, take profit, average in a little bit, take profit, short some more, and then take profit and take final profit here. So really, AMD basically paid for itself today. I mean, after fees and commissions on it, I probably made $15, so it's not bad, but I just wish I had gotten this move, because I was holding on to some good share sizes, guys, and this actually would have been the day maker for me. I would have easily made probably $500 or $600 on this move, but it's just one of those things. It's unfortunate. I had to get out, but I stuck to my strategy and I got out, and that's key, because who knows, AMD could have climbed all the way up to these levels today. It could have came all the way up to test these levels, and there's no way I could hold on to that. I would have been so far underwater. So you have to take your losers, guys. You have to just admit when you're wrong, even if it ends up turning around and doing exactly what you knew it was going to do. Sometimes that's just how it goes. And typically I trade with a more conservative share size so that I can allow the room stock to breathe. And that's kind of one mistake I made on AMD. I got in during pre-market a little prematurely, and I averaged in, and at one point I was holding up to 800 shares. And so I did get off, I did unload some of those shares here, but I think I still had like 300 shares left or something. And I didn't want to risk it testing these levels. Now if I had just kind of waited for the pre-market action to play out, and if I had waited for this move up here, then I might have started averaging in and maybe going short 200 shares here, 200 shares up here, and then 200 shares up here, and then just pull out if it broke high, previous day's high. But so I didn't really, to be truthful, I didn't really work my strategy the way that I should have on that stock. So I mean, that's my fault. But green is good. We ended with still $26 on that stock. Tesla was probably one of my favorite trades of the day, because I made $100 almost on 10 shares. Okay, and you can see Tesla had popped up. It was retesting all of these levels. I noticed that the SPY was weak and rolling over, and Tesla was kind of forming a rolling over pattern here. And so I went ahead and went short with a stop just right up here. So I was risking roughly $20. It would have moved $2 against me. Maybe we'll say even 25, $30 with slippage, but I made $90. So even if it was $30, that's a 3-to-1 profit loss ratio. And as you can see, it moved generously in my favor, and I probably could have held on to that last 5 shares a little bit longer. So I pieced out in 5 shares, and then I guess I saw something down here that looked like it may turn around, so I went ahead and got out the last 5 shares. And then Roku, really nothing to brag about on Roku at all. I was really looking for it to break through the whole number of $100, which it did over here. But then, I went ahead and got out because I saw that it might pop back up, and it did. And I never came back to it. Eventually, it rolled over, and it did break through the whole number, and it made a pretty solid move down. Not as much as you would think that it would, but I'll tell you what, Roku is pretty oversold at the moment anyway. Investors probably consider this a really good deal. We haven't been able to buy Roku at these levels since I think the last time was obviously September, and then before that it was back in July of 2000 or August of 2019. So being that it's oversold, even though it broke the whole dollar, it really doesn't surprise me that it just didn't work out in my favor, or that it didn't work out more significantly to the downside. Usually a stock breaks $100, and on a normal day you should be able to get a move down way down into the 90s. But anyway, it's recovering, and I'm kind of happy about that, guys, because really, as I was talking about in the chat today, I mean, as much as I would like to make money on some strong action to the downside or momentum to the downside, I really do want the S&P 500 to hold. I really want it to hold. I think if we break these levels and maintain below these lows, I think that would be very bad for the economy. I wouldn't want to see that. And I think a lot, it would freak a lot of people out. And yes, even though there still would be a good, strong chance of recovery if it did that, I don't know how bad something like that could be. I don't even want to think about it. So I'm kind of what I wanted to happen today is what happened, and we came down here. I want to test these lows, and I want us to hold support because I think long term that could make things even more bullish, or it could create a more bullish sentiment, we'll say, among traders and investors. And so I think the fact that we came down today and we tested these levels and it's being bought back up into the weekend, I think this is a good move. I think this is a good thing. So anyway, but without getting too much into that, moving on, TVIX was obviously the day maker. TVIX has really saved my butt this week, and it's been a great stock to trade against the S&P 500. I'm not going to go over all these trades. Obviously, you can see that I bought here, just averaging down, took a little profit here, bought more here, took a little here, but then took a lot of it off way up here. And that was obviously a good move. Then I bought more here, and, I feel like I need to always make this clear. When I'm trading the TVIX, I'm actually watching the SPY. So as long as the SPY looks like that it's showing weakness and it's going to keep going down, I consider that good for a long position on the TVIX. And I really felt like SPY was going to test low of day, and it was showing weakness here. It couldn't get past these levels here, which were very critical levels here at 297, 298. So when it started to roll over, I just kind of anteed up on my TVIX trade, and honestly, I didn't really take more than 50 shares maybe max on that. So did very well. Probably could have done a lot better, yeah. But hindsight's 2020, guys. We're ending the day up $329.20, and you know what? We're ending the week up probably maybe 15, 16, 1,700 bucks, probably 1,500. I'll say after fees and commissions this week and all that stuff. So it's been a good week, guys. It's been a good run. It was Monday and Tuesday came in here and killed it. Came in here and absolutely killed it. Those were the most profitable days this week. And then these last few days have just been really choppy, really uncertain, and we're learning as we go here. So hopefully, though, you guys are enjoying these videos. You're enjoying learning about this conservative style strategy and how it can be proven that you don't have to have big accounts and you don't have to trade with supermassive share size, risking all this money to make a pretty good, decent profit while day trading. So anyway, guys, I'll see you Monday. Take care and have a great weekend.